Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of A Piece of New York. We are way out in Queens. We are past the Citi Field, home of the New York Mets, and we are on the streets of Flushing. Now, Flushing is actually known as one of the areas in New York City where you can get some of the best Asian food. Today, we're going to be getting some Shanghainese food at Nan Xiang. This is actually a Michelin star rated restaurant behind me, and what we're going to be getting is their Lucky 6 soup dumplings. For a fraction of the cost, you can actually get the frozen Lucky 6 soup dumplings and cook them yourself in the kitchen. So let's go inside. I'm gonna grab them and then I'll see you all in the kitchen. And we are back in the kitchen, folks. Here we have the Lucky 6 soup dumplings. What we're gonna wanna do is we're gonna wanna steam these guys for about 20 minutes till they're ready. And what you wanna make sure that you're doing is you wanna take one of these guys, the steam paper, put it at the bottom of your steamer. The reason for this is that these soup dumplings, they're very, very delicate. So you want to make sure that it doesn't stick to the bottom, because if it sticks to the bottom, the skin's going to rip, the soup's going to leak out, and it's going to be ruined. The most important part of the soup dumpling is obviously the soup. So in about 20 minutes, these guys are going to be done, and we're going to consume these bad boys. All right, everyone, we are done cooking the Lucky 6 soup dumplings. The Lucky 6 includes the signature pork in white, the truffle in black, the scallop in red, the crab meat and pork in white with the yellow dot on top, the chicken in yellow, and the gourd loofa in green. Now, before we get started on grubbing on it, I'm going to show you all how to eat it. When you're picking this up, you want to make sure that you're actually very, very delicate with it. The last thing that you want to do is poke a hole in it, because then the soup is going to be out everywhere. So what you want to do is you want to take it, take a little nibble on it. You can pour the soup in your spoon, and then you drink the soup. Hao chur, that means delicious in Mandarin. And then I'm gonna dip it right here in this Chinese black vinegar with slices of ginger. This is a must when you are having some of these dumplings, or these soup dumplings. My goodness, it is a difference maker when you're eating it. Truffle, it's one of my favorite pizza toppings, as many of you know. I love it, and this right here is very, very delicious. Definitely accentuates the flavor of that delicious pork. My goodness, this black truffle guy, very, very good. Can't go wrong with that one. Can't go wrong. I love this. I love this one. Next up is the crab meat and pork. I poked a little bit of a hole in it before I pulled it out, so the soup kind of leaked out, but still was able to salvage some of it. Get that Chinese black vinegar, have that bite. Full transparency, I like the signature a little bit more, as well as the black truffle. Of the 4 that I've had so far, this one ranks number 4, but you know, we'll see how it continues to go. Still, not a bad dumpling, not a bad dumpling. I mean, I definitely think that it was worth the cost. The gourd loofa. I have a feeling I'm gonna like the ones that are a little bit more, you know, meaty than this one. Still not that bad though, still not that bad. All right, ladies and gentlemen, and we are done with the Lucky 6 soup dumplings. And might I say, it was a very, very enjoyable lunch. They knocked it out of the park with those. My favorites was the signature soup dumpling. It's just pork, that is it. Now, what you are gonna notice is that with these dumplings, they're all pork-based except for the chicken. The chicken is chicken only, but when you're having them, they're gonna have a pretty similar flavor based on the soup that it's cooked in, as well as being that they're all pork-based. But there's going to be a tiny, tiny difference in flavor as well. Number 1 signature, number 2 is the black truffle. Those were the top 2. If I had to order them again, I would just get 2 orders of the black truffle and the signature, and then eat those, because those were above and beyond my 2 favorite of the dumplings. I will say this, they were all very delicious, but those 2 definitely stood out from the pack. If you like the video, please give us a thumbs up, give us a like. If you like the content, give us a subscribe. And as I always say, stay fly, y'all. Peace. Now, when you're pulling this out, I'm going to show you how to eat this. I just cut it. So there we go. Anyway, the gourd loofa. I said gourd loofa. Gourd loofa. Gourd loofa. All right, ladies and gentlemen, and we are done with the Lucky 6 stupid dumplings.